Hi, my name is Richard, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about gadgets for around the home to try and make cooking and preparing food a little bit easier for you. So we know we enjoy cooking, and cooking is a great way to look after yourself and also for those that you love within the household as well. So what we're going to talk about today is some little gadgets, little hints and tips that can make that a little bit easier. For people with persistent pain, we completely understand that it's not always easy to think about standing for a long time and preparing a meal, especially if you've got pain with shoulders, arms, fingers, and things like that. So today we're going to look at some little gadgets that might make that a little bit easier to look at. So in front of us, we've got some can opening and some jar opening equipment. We've got some chopping equipment as well. We have some non-slip chopping boards, and we have some accessories to go with pans as well to try and just make things a little bit easier to try and make that kitchen work for you. So first of all, we'll look at can and jar opening. So what we have here is a range of things that will help with both of those. So we do have the electric can openers. So we've got two varieties here, both battery operated, and both are really useful for when you're struggling, with arms or with hands or with persistent pain to open cans, because they can be quite difficult. Quite cost effective. Like I said, battery operated, can get it done quite quickly for you without any manpower involved. We do have some other bits and pieces here as well. So again, another can opener, a nice little simple hook design, just to go into the can, pull it all the way around and try and get that open. Obviously for the ring pulls. Jar opening. So we've got a couple of options here. So this one is actually multi-purpose. So you've got a can opener bit at the top, a bottle opener bit here, and then just to sort of twist open jars, obviously really good because you've got a few different sizes that are on there, but relatively simple. Just pop it on top, hold onto it at this end, and then twist it round to open the top of the jar. So quite a good multi-use tool as well, that one. And we do have some more under-counter ones here as well. So if it just wants to be hidden away in the kitchen, just screwed underneath or stuck underneath one of the counters there. So simply works by sliding the jar into here, twisting, and then the lid will come off from there for you. But a real quick tip and a tiny change to try and help for yourself within the kitchen is really simple. So general household spoon that you might have there, and just for the ring pull top here. So really easily slide it over, push it through, and then turn the can around, slide it through here, pop it down on top, and then push up through just to open the can. And that's a really simple, easy tip to try and help with the ring pulls. Okay, so a few choices for useful items to have in the kitchen for chopping. So first, we've got a chopping board that will actually hold things in place, such as bread. Just sliding it between these two and then buttering away from you will hold that in place as you're doing it. And also, non-slip chopping boards. So really useful. So to put down on there, they're not going to move anywhere. It's not going to rock away. Or if you have just a normal chopping board, you can also just wet a piece of kitchen roll, or you can wet a cloth, just put it underneath, and it'll have the same effect of holding that chopping board in place. So we have a couple of options here as well for cutting, crushing, and peeling as well. So first, we've got this peeler here. So it doesn't need any grip on it. So nice and easy to use, and just really good to kind of push away the body. You're not needing to put too much force into that as well to work. And obviously you can see it's working straight away on that. Really similar with the sort of crusher, mainly for garlic and just for a rocking motion as well. So just down on the flat, just on that chopping board, and then rocking backwards and forwards to help chop and crush. And then over here, we've got the options for knives. So this one I'll just show you first and foremost. So slightly different. Obviously, you've got a bit of a grip at the top away from a standard knife look. And it's nice and serrated here as well for chopping. So instead of having to push down with a lot of force, you should just be able to cut through veg, meat, all the sort of stuff that hopefully you'd be using in that more varied and healthy diet as well. And then another option as well for chopping is this kind of rocking technique. So I'll just show you quickly on the pepper. So the idea behind it would be to hold it away from yourself and then just rock it backwards and forwards to slice things. And then obviously useful for dicing and making things a little bit smaller as well. So just rocking backwards and forwards to chop that up. Again, not needing a lot of force to kind of go through that, and really useful to kind of cut things up a little bit smaller. To help whilst cooking pasta or vegetables, things like that in boiling water, what we have is a food basket. So what you would do is you would pop it into that pan, maybe with some water in as well, and get something like a bit of pasta to go in there. So we just pop a bit in there to kind of show how this would work. So you'd put that in there, boiling water in the pan, and instead of having to pick up the whole pan with that boiling water and that pasta in there and potentially have to walk around the kitchen with it, what you can do, and the way that the basket works, is obviously just these handles here, and you can lift out what has just been cooked there and just put that straight onto a plate or drain that as well straight from the basket. Just to be mindful, however long this is being cooked for, if it's being cooked for a very long time, because these are metal, they may become hot. So when taking it out of the water, potentially just use a tea towel or some oven gloves, just something like that, just as a word of warning from a health and safety point of view. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've found some of these gadgets useful, potentially to use in the home to make cooking a little bit easier for you. Don't forget, if you'd like to see some further videos, please either visit our website, which is rethinkingpain.org, or follow us on the YouTube channel, which is Rethinking Pain.